Good morning, guys. Today is Monday. It's Memorial Day, and I'm sitting in my backyard. I've been up since like 7 o'clock this morning. Went and grabbed a cup of coffee. And now I'm sitting here drinking my ketones, waiting for my husband to get off work so we can go to the beach. So I'm really pumped for that. It's not too hot right now, so that's awesome. As you can see, the leaves are beautiful. Everything is lush, and I don't know, it's just feeling really good. It's like this perfect temperature right now. It's not too hot. It's not too humid. I feel like I'm like wrapped in a cozy blanket or something. So what I want to talk to you about today is when you wake up and you're not feeling like you have, I don't know, when you wake up and you don't feel like you have that goal in mind. You feel a little lost, you feel a little confused. How to deal with that situation, how to mentally overcome those feelings of like, what am I doing? Like, is this actually like the path to success? Are these actually the things that I should be doing? Getting overwhelmed with an amount of goals that you've set for yourself and not quite knowing where to start. So I suffer from this all the time. That's why I want to talk about it. Some days, I wake up and I'm like, okay, let's do this. And I've got a really clear path, and I have my morning ritual. I do my personal development. I drink my ketones. I prepare my food, make sure I have 100 ounces of water. I do all these things. But some days you just don't feel good despite all of that. Like, these are all things that we do on a regular basis to take care of ourselves, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to have days where you feel like garbage for some reason. Like, you could feel physically well, nothing's wrong from what you can tell, everything's going really great, but for some odd reason you're just feeling like you're not on your game, and that's totally normal. It's totally cool. So things that I do to get myself out of that situation is I basically just start doing shit. I start usually by listening to music, because that just kind of takes me out of my head and gets me like, I don't know, it just stokes me out to listen to good music. And sometimes I'm in the mood for like, Tom Petty or what's another example, like the Eagles, like some like easy kind of listening classic kind of rock, like road trip music. Sometimes that's all I need to be like, all right, I get the nostalgia going. This reminds me of good times that I've had, because we always seem to listen to Tom Petty or the Eagles on road trips at some point. So that usually helps me out. Or straight up hip hop. Even just like metal. Like, sometimes, I've mentioned in a video before, Judas Priest just stokes me out. Metallica, the Black Album, Megadeth, there's just so many good, like, amazing albums that partly is due to the nostalgia of them. They remind me of simpler times, like when I wasn't so worried about, having to make money. What is my career gonna be? Like, when I was just straight up in that mode of like, life is awesome. I'm 23. I have absolutely zero responsibilities. I'm still sort of living at home. Like, I would move out, live on my own for a couple of months. Maybe I wouldn't be able to pay the rent, lose my job for whatever reason, because I was taking too many days off to go out to the lake and have fun. And then I'd end up moving back home. Or I'd be staying, partly at home, partly at a boyfriend's house or a friend's house or whatever. It was just like, life was just much simpler. Obviously, I'm not going to move back to my parents' house right now if I screw up and can't pay the rent. Like, that's not an option. So I have to be more responsible. But yeah, so listening to old albums definitely just like takes me back and allows me, like I said, to just get out of my head for a minute. Another thing that really helps is just to check yourself. Have I eaten today? What have I eaten? Has it been high quality food? Have I drank enough water? Some other things that can help is just to literally just stop thinking about it. There's going to be days when you don't feel like going to work, whether that's on your own business or just like in general going into your job. There's days when like I'm in a people kind of business, you know, I'm a hairstylist, so I talk to people all day long. That's part of my job. And there's some days, like for example, yesterday, I woke up and I was like, don't really feel like talking to people today. Just don't feel like it. But guess what? I went and did it. And honestly, it was an awesome day. I was booked solid, and that was a little bit daunting, you know, looking at my books, being like, oh, like I didn't really want to talk to anyone today. I was kind of hoping for a slow day, you know, kind of thinking, well, it's Memorial Day weekend. Nobody's going to be in the city. And it's like, yep, people are in the city. And you know what? It was awesome. I had awesome conversations yesterday. I had this one client, and he was like talking to me, like, I don't even know, the conversation was just incredible. It was going back and forth. We were talking about everything from social media branding and our side hobbies and our passions to, like, you know, living in Minneapolis and fun diners to go to. And like, it was just a great conversation. And I had numerous awesome conversations yesterday. And that's what I love about being a hairstylist, is that you don't know who's going to sit in your chair. You don't know what's going to happen. And if I had gone with my like feelings of, man, I don't really feel like talking to people, don't really feel like working, you know, some people perhaps would have called in sick. My previous self maybe would have called in sick, which, thinking about that now, it's just like incomprehensible. I would never do that. But you know, it's just, it really speaks volumes about when you just set your body in motion and kind of ignore these like chattering negative voices in your brain that are like, you don't feel like being a people person today. You know, maybe you should just stay home. It's like, no, I'm going to ignore the voice in my head. I'm going to continue on the path, and that's it. And then, oh, all of a sudden the day turns out to be pretty rad. You somehow muster this energy that you didn't think you had. And it's all because you just set that intention. You set your body in motion. What is that? A body in motion stays in motion. That's some physics theory. And it just makes so much sense. And it's just like, so what I'm trying to get at is it's not necessarily like conquer your mind first and then your body will kind of follow suit. It's like, which is normally sort of like how you have to go about things. But sometimes your mind is not on your side. You know, your mind is not, you know, you need to just start walking, start moving, get up, put on music, go through the motions, go through your ritual until it feels good. And it may not even feel good at all. That doesn't mean you don't do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. And shutting off your brain and allowing yourself to just go do it, like 1, 2, 3, go. That's another good technique. I can't remember where that was from, but or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that was it. Anyways, I have to figure out who that author was, but somebody wrote a book. It's a female, and she's really inspiring, and I watched a Facebook Live with her through my Prove It community, and, you know, she had this moment where she, you know, she was struggling, and she couldn't get out of bed in the mornings, and, you know, you try this technique, and I think it was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It could be 3, 2, 1. One of them. So you're laying there, you don't want to get up, you keep hitting snooze, it's really annoying, but then you just do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up, get up. Don't give yourself any options. You override your brain. You override the feelings, because feelings are fleeting. They come and go. Some days you're going to feel awesome. Some days you're going to feel like shit. Does it mean that you're sick? Does it mean that you're lazy? Does it mean that you have some sort of attention deficit problem? No. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Don't try to diagnose yourself. Don't try to diagnose yourself. I'm the queen of Googling shit. If I don't feel, you know, something's weird, I'm like, what is this? What are my symptoms? WebMD. Worst thing you could do. Just straight up get up, unless you're dying and you're literally like your limbs are gonna fall off and you're like, I mean, you need to go to the emergency room, then you have no excuse. Get up. Just get up and go. Get up and do it. Get up and make something happen for yourself. Because guess what? Nobody's going to come knocking on your door and say, here's some motivation. You know, here's a better mindset. Nope. It's all up to you. You, yourself, and I. You, yourself, and you. Me, myself, and I. We're in control of our destiny. And don't wait for the moment of inspiration to settle upon you. You have to go get that shit. You have to. That's all it comes down to. Let me have a little sip of this. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today. Get moving. Don't overanalyze it. This is coming from a chronic overanalyzer. What I've managed to conquer in the time that I've been ketogenic, and like I've made other videos about all of the amazing benefits that start to happen when you get a hold of your health and wellness, when you get on top of your nutrition, when you get on top of your physical activity and you start incorporating that into your week, even if it's friggin' 1 day a week, even if it's 10 minutes a day, that you do some yoga, you meditate, or you just go for a walk, or you do some squats, or you do some crunches, or you grab some free weights and you start lifting those, even if that's all you do. Putting yourself into a positive motion, creating a positive ritual for yourself, something that you can maintain every day. That's going to benefit you all around. It's not just about that isolated movement. It's not just about doing crunches to get abs. It's about creating this pattern of consistency and ritual for yourself. That's what's going to carry you through the days when you don't feel like doing anything. You know, even if you can do a little bit. Visualize your goals. Like if you're feeling just lost and you don't know what's going on, just like literally just visualize where you want to be. Visualize the person you want to be. Visualize, say to yourself those words. Be like, I am successful. I am powerful. I am an amazing, kind, wonderful human being. And then go out and do something good for somebody. You know, like you're at the grocery store and be like, hey, I've got this. You know, your coffee that you have, whatever it is, something small. Don't put yourself out. So you're like, I can't pay my bill because I bought something for somebody else. Don't do that. Give what you can give. You know, even if it's calling a friend and being like, hey girl, how's it going? Like I haven't talked to you in forever. What's new? How are you doing? How is your life? Tell me what's going on with you. I want to know. Just do something. Do anything. Get moving. Move in that direction. And then all of a sudden your day just gets better. Things start to fall in place. If you sit at home stewing about like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life and what should I do, and I'm confused, and like, you know, you get out your journal and instead of spending, you know, 10 to 30 minutes on writing down your targets and your goals, you've spent all day. You spent all day writing down all the things you're going to do. That was me. I've literally spent years planning and plotting and dreaming, and except I never actually did anything. You have to get out of your head at a certain point and just kind of override that. Your body will do it. You would be very, very surprised at how capable your body is. It's like when I'm doing workouts and stuff, it's my mind that wants to quit way before my body. Way before my body. It's my mind that's like, well, I think you've done enough. At this point, you've done enough. You know, I think that I really want to stop and I want to go get something to eat because I've done enough. My body's still good. My body's still going. So you just have to literally just channel that energy into your body. Let your body move for you. And just like envision yourself, your brain, that chattering voice, you're just like on this ship. Let the sails pick up the wind, catch that breeze, and just take you somewhere. Shut your brain off. Pretend you're listening to the sound of the wind, the sound of the waves, you know, crashing against the boat, against the hull. You're feeling the sun on your face, even if it's a fucking overcast day. Just envision it. Just become it. You know what I mean? Like, think of yourself as a spiritual being that's just literally housed in a physical body. Let that body just like take you places. Feed it the good foods. Surround yourself with positive people. I'm taking this all different ways now. First I started off with just move your body in the right direction. But really, just go all in. Go all in. That's all I ask. And look at this. The sun is shining on me. I feel like I'm like radiating positive energy right now. And you know what? It doesn't mean I woke up feeling amazing today. You know, maybe doing this video and talking to you guys about this has set me in motion for the rest of my day. So there you have it. Have an awesome Monday and take care of yourself, take care of your brain, take care of your body. Please subscribe to my channel. right there. Put the little icon up there. Watch a video if you need more inspiration. I've done quite a few on different things, different topics, but all of it usually relating to keto and, you know, getting inspired and living your best life. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care.